Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm looking at the Fifine K690 condenser microphone right here. So the company reached out to me, asked if I would be interested in this microphone. I'm actually in the process of kind of looking for something to potentially replace my Blue Yeti downstairs, so this kind of worked out for me. And I'm curious to actually hear kind of the comparison between the two, which I'm actually going to do on this video. So with this, in terms of what you get in the box, it's the microphone, which is already screwed into the base here. You do get the attachment if you want to put this on an arm, and then you get the cable here. So this is going to be the micro USB to USB. This cable's about 6 feet, so it's plenty of distance. I usually worry about that because not so much on the downstairs rig, which is where this is going, but upstairs, this ends up going from the PC over here all the way over here, and this is 6 foot right here. So if I end up stretching that out, I usually need about 8 feet. But with this downstairs, it's going to fit perfect. And that's if I'm putting it on an arm. You don't have to. I could just let this sit right here on the table with the base. And I do want to say this is a good looking microphone right here. So this is $100, so I think the price is really good as well. Now this has been featured on channels much larger than mine, like Linus Tech Tips, and this has been really touted as a very good budget-friendly condenser microphone. $100 for this, very comparable to the Blue Yeti. Now the Blue Yeti price kind of fluctuates, especially right now, just because of demand. With everybody working from home, a lot of people are in Zoom meetings, and they're needing microphones. So this may actually fit the bill for you, and it's something that you can usually find. And especially if the price on the Blue Yeti has ramped up, and it's more like $150, $200, this is going to be a very good option in terms of the price. But we need to actually hear what this sounds like. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do voiceover work with this. I'm going to talk about the specs in great detail, and then I'm going to do the comparison between this and the Blue Yeti. Now, in terms of levels, I'm going to try to get it so that the peak for everything is somewhere between -2 to -6. I don't like the decibels to go crazy high. I'll try to make sure that it is very comparable to the levels that I'm actually getting out of this portion of the recording right now. I will also do a comparison between what this sounds like without any type of filter, and then I will layer on adaptive noise reduction in Adobe Premiere Pro, and then I will actually layer on vocal enhancement as well, so you guys get to hear that. I'm not going to mess with RTX voice today with this. I will probably use this actually though on a couple videos where I'm playing some games, so if you guys listen to those, you would actually hear what that sounds like. That reduces any type of ambient noise around you. If you don't know what that is, you do have to have an RTX graphics card, and then you're going to need the NVIDIA broadcast software. And with that, I mean, you can see crazy videos of people with like leaf blowers and vacuums, and it eliminates all that noise, and all you hear is your voice. With that, it has some issues every now and then where it may not pick up your voice, or it may crack for a second. It's very few and far between, but that's going to be dependent upon whether or not you have an NVIDIA graphics card. You have to have that RTX series GPU for that to work. So I don't want to mess with that on this video, but I am going to use the adaptive noise reduction and the vocal enhancement. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and cut ahead and let's hear what this actually sounds like.
The K690 is a condenser microphone with cardioid, omnidirectional, bidirectional, and stereo polar patterns. The frequency response is 40 to 20 kilohertz with a -45 to ±3 decibel sensitivity and a signal to noise ratio of 65 decibels. The front of the microphone features an LED indicator and has a headphone volume dial for monitoring audio and a mute button. The back of the microphone has the input level control and the sound source and direction knob. The bottom has the USB input, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and the 1/4 inch to 5/8 inch mount thread for mounting this to an arm. So I currently have this in the cardioid pattern, which is going to be best for streaming or doing any voiceover work. But with this is just the clear audio, no adjustments to it. So let's go ahead and layer on adaptive noise reduction now in Premiere Pro. So this is adaptive noise reduction, which will try to reduce any ambient noise around me, like the fan noise coming from my PC. It does provide a good increase in voice clarity, but now let's go ahead and layer on vocal enhancement also. So this will be adaptive noise reduction and vocal enhancement, which, as the name implies, will enhance the clarity of your voice. So for those doing voiceover work like I am right now, this can make the audio better. And this is actually the combo that I personally use for almost all of my videos where I'm doing any type of tech review or tech unboxing video and I'm doing this type of voiceover work. Otherwise, I'm actually using RTX voice if I'm doing any type of gaming or streaming or anything like that. Now that I've showcased the two main audio presets I use in Premiere Pro, let's do a comparison to the Blue Yeti I have. For this, I will read a sentence with each microphone and then play them back to back. Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way, like an improv conversation, an improvisation. Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way, like an improv conversation, an improvisation. That, of course, is a Michael Scott quote from The Office, but the Fifine does sound a little more clear in my opinion, and considering the Blue Yeti I'm using can range from $129 to $200 on Amazon, the Fifine seems like a solid choice for those looking for a microphone for podcasting, Zoom meetings, streaming, or whatever your heart desires. Well, I hope this video was informative and gave you a good idea of what the Fifine K690 microphone has to offer and what it sounds like. If you liked the video, hit the like button for me, and if you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Check back soon for more videos.